Welcome back to another debriefing. Please subscribe, like, and share. You can also support the channel with a donation. Links are in the description, and we thank you in advance. Earlier this week, you probably didn't notice, but there was a decade-long sealed federal indictment, unsealed, which had as its basis a long, complex, multi-agency counterintelligence investigation of two almost certainly connected networks of alleged Iranian operatives and others. The indictment was unsealed Tuesday, charging the defendants with procuring and trying to procure American-made technology that can be used for biological weapons research and development, as well as other WMD dual-use technologies, including for nuclear purposes. This was a well-coordinated network that required some form of secure communication with whomever inside whatever Iranian intelligence service was directing the indicted men, who were out to procure and export U.S. manufactured weapons development-related technologies. They included a device to test fuel cells that would be needed to power another technology they were acquiring, the Razor X Biothreat Detection System, made by Salt Lake City-based BioFire Diagnostics, Inc. This is technology that has application in WMD research if in the wrong hands, because it's a dual-use technology that can also be used, unfortunately, to make WMDs. According to the company, its biothreat detection system provides the most reliable and sensitive field detection and identification of biological pathogens with reliable DNA-based results in less than 30 minutes. It was created for frontline military troops and first responders while working in protective equipment under extreme conditions. Now, why would the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Quds Force, or IRCG, the group this all leads back to, need with this kind of technology? In April 2019, the IRGC, including its Quds Force, were designated as a foreign terrorist organization. Last August, a member of the IRGC was charged with attempting to arrange the murder of former National Security Advisor John Bolton, likely in retaliation for the January 2020 killing of IRGC Quds Force Commander Qasem Soleimani. According to the court documents, the test fuel cell in question is a fuel cell test station that is a device that can test the efficacy and power of fuel cells, which have several military and civilian uses, including ballistic missiles, drones, nuclear weapons, and other miniature devices that require portable energy, like that biothreat detection system. The court records revealed that the indicted Iranian who directed this network to acquire this and other technologies, and who remains at large, was trying to procure a rich trove of high-end equipment for use in biological testing and experimentation. U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves for the District of Columbia said, quote, "These defendants sought to obtain valuable U.S. origin goods that could assist Iran's military and WMD aspirations, and in some instances, they were successful," unquote. The indictment further alleges that between 2012 and 2013, defendants Amanullah Paydar of Iran and Murat Bouki of Turkey conspired to procure and export U.S. technology for Iran through their companies, Paydar's in Iran and Bouki's in Turkey. The same two companies, by the way, which were used by Paydar and Bouki to purchase European turbine engines for drones and surface-to-air missiles. They exported from the U.S. and transshipped through Turkey, which asked the question of how exactly was that accomplished? Part of this continuing counterintelligence investigation, I suspect. At the unsealing of the indictment this week, Bouki, who'd been extradited to the United States from Spain last July, it was revealed that he'd pleaded guilty in December to conspiring to violate 2 felonies, and was sentenced by the U.S. District Court judge for the District of Columbia to 28 months in prison with credit for time served. Court documents state he also attempted to provide European origin engines with UAV and surface-to-air missile applications to Paydar and Farazan, and, separately, sold more than 100 European origin UAV engines and related accessories worth more than $1 million to companies that likely transshipped the items to Iran. According to the U.S. Treasury Department, Paydar served as a commercial manager and procurement agent for Defense Technology and Science Research Center, the Iran-based subordinate to and majority owned by Iran's Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Logistics, or MODAFL. Paydar also attempted to gather UAV systems for the Defense Technology and Science Research Center, such as inertial measurement units and attitude and heading reference systems. The Treasury Department said in its filings that Paydar had also worked with Iranian citizen Asghar Mohammadi and his company, Selentechnik, to acquire secure equipment such as thermal imaging cameras and computer systems. He also was provided equipment to MODAFL drone developers, Quds Aviation Industries, an Iran aircraft manufacturing industrial company. Quds Aviation Industries, by the way, is allegedly controlled by the IRCG. Mahmoudi was indicted alongside alleged co-conspirators Iranian Bahram Mahmoudi, Mahmoud Alaoui, and Dmitry Shagin Gulshani for operations between 2005 and 2009, in which they allegedly attempted to obtain a high-speed camera with nuclear and ballistic missile testing applications, landing gear for a Northrop F-5 fighter jet, and a meteorological sensor system. Paydar, Buki, their companies, Defense Technology and Science Research Center, and MODAFL were all designated for sanctions by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, known as OFAC. Because this procurement network operated on behalf of Iran's Ministry of Defense and Armed Forces Logistics, which oversees several firms involved in UAV and ballistic missile development, this isn't the last we'll hear about them. OFAC's action Thursday follows its earlier March 9th designation of a China-based network, also in connection with Iran's UAV procurement efforts, as well as previous OFAC actions targeting Iran's UAV manufacturers and their executives since September 2022. Earlier this month, sanctions were also placed on the China-based network for shipping aerospace parts to an Iranian company involved in the production of drones that Tehran has used to attack oil tankers and exported to Russia, used in its war on Ukraine. Until next time, my friends, stay well, safe, and frosty out there.